Most associations are actually pretty good about paying their monthly bills. Water, power, management, landscaping, things like that. But most boards fail to realize that even though the roof doesn't send a deterioration bill each month, deterioration is still happening. When you accept that the large costs of a roof replacement are unavoidable, you can be smart and pay that predictable bill a little bit at a time. You can't ignore Mother Nature and Father Time. They always win. So, on to the next program of the association. Let's talk about your association for the next few minutes. Every association I work with, or we work with here at Association Reserves, tells me their budget is tight. But the board has the power to set the budget in most cases. Now, in some cases, the board needs to get a vote of approval. But remember, when they purchased a home in the association, every homeowner signed an agreement to pay what the board determines it takes to sustain the association. They committed to paying their portion of the budget. But even so, boards are generally reluctant to raise the rates and charge the homeowners what it really needs to run the association. But bills are bills. Bills need to be paid. If you don't pay the power bill, that power bill doesn't go away if you ignore it. It's still there the next month, and it still needs to be paid. Well, generally, boards are pretty good at paying those monthly bills. They arrive in the mail, via email, on a regular basis for the services rendered, things that you use up, the electricity, water, insurance, janitorial, then depending on your association, landscaping, management. Bottom line is every month these bills arrive and they need to get paid. And boards get plenty of practice paying those bills, generally 12 times a year. And even if you forget to pay a bill, you make a mistake, you don't get the invoice, no big deal. You just pay it the next month with no fuss because the funds are there to pay it. You've budgeted to pay your bills, so you keep up with the costs. But what about reserves? The truth is that the roof deteriorates every month. That cost of deterioration is as real as any other bill. You can see it as a monthly deterioration. If the board doesn't pay that bill that month, it only builds up until a time when someone else will need to pay that same bill a little bit later. And a reserve study is where you find that monthly bill of roof deterioration and asphalt deterioration and carpet deterioration and front gate deterioration and everything common area at your association. All those costs of common area deterioration you'll find in the reserve study. And what I want you to do is start thinking of reserve funding as a bill that needs to get paid. If you ignore it, there are consequences. Your association begins to look like this perimeter ironwork fence, or this pool bathroom, where they're just letting it go, or this tennis court is gradually turning back to the hillside natural landscape that was there before it was installed. Deterioration is real. It's going to take over. It's an unstoppable force. And remember, per the governing documents, the board is responsible to provide for the needs of the association. You can't ignore the power, the force, the inevitability, or the cost of deterioration. Mother Nature and Father Time are always going to win. And the second cartoon pokes fun at the association. This one where the board ignored the ongoing cost of deterioration, and you can imagine the very real way that this deterioration is affecting the home values that this real estate agent is talking to this couple about. You can see a smirk on their face. They are not impressed. Doesn't look nice, but maybe they'll get a good deal because the place is run down. There's a relationship between how well you take care of the association, how well you take care of the common areas, and home values. So it's not just the budget, it's the equity in your home. So it really is your choice. At your association, you can offset the predictable cost of deterioration and have your 20 or 30 or 40 or 50-year-old association look nice and attractive like this, or not, like that cartoon on the last page. You get to choose. You have the power. At Association Reserves, we make the present less stressful and the future more secure. If you want to join us in this mission, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Leave a comment down below on what you'd like to see us address in a future video. Let's plan for your best future.